Come on.
Where are you taking me?
Look, if you just cooperate.
I want a solicitor.
You'll get one. Ali, would you look after her suspected shoplifter Mason?
I haven't done anything.
Sorry, Mum, I have to deal with this lot first here.
No, only till the store manager gets here.
Put her in detention room too, will you, Mum?
Right, this way.
I'm not going nowhere. Hey!
Come here.
Listen, if I have a miscarriage...
You're pregnant?
15 weeks.
Go on, Bennett.
Sergeant.
That's the oldest one in the book, Mum.
All right, I'll handle it. Now, do you want a miscarriage?
Not in there.
We'll deal with you as soon as the manager's made his complaint. Anything you want, just let the sergeant know.
Sympathetic cow, aren't you?
What's the matter?
Nothing, Mum.
But if she is carrying a child...
Yeah, sure, I know. Excuse me, Mum. Excuse me.
Mum?
Not now.
It's her big day. Chrissy, you got those bodies for the warehouse job?
It's organised, Frank, I told you.
Great. Brindle Martella amongst them? It's going to be a long night. Could do with a pretty face amongst the ghouls. No, I know that face.
I got my appraisal interview in an hour.
Piece of cake. What's up? Conway done a poison pen job on you?
Yes, love.
Yeah, I'd like to see the most senior female officer, please.
What about?
I'm from Women's Action at the college. There's a talk this lunchtime. We think it should be stopped.
One bloke's opinion.
I thought you had some respect for me.
Conway couldn't pick out a good copper on an ID parade full of ballet dancers. You know what that's all about, don't you? You're a threat. You're on the way up, he's stuck between floors.
Well, maybe he's right.
Listen, Chrissy, who keeps this old wreck airborne? You and me. Conway couldn't organise the inside of an empty bag.
I thought I was on for promotion again soon.
Well, go and say that to Brownlow.
What's the point?
Look, don't cave in, Chrissy. That's what Conway wants. Go into Brownlow with all the verbals. Lob him some exocets.
Yeah?
Sorry, Mum. Have you got 5 minutes?
Is it important?
Well, yes. It's about this talk at the college.
Chief Inspector Conway's department.
Well, he said he didn't know anything about it. Anyway, he's gone up to see the chief super. There's a young lady at the front desk.
All right.
Sorry I'm late, sir.
Hi, Derek.
I'm just reading Frank Burnside's ideas on joint CID uniform briefings. Seems like a good way to identify priorities.
I think so.
It's about time at Sunhill we had some cooperation between uniform and CID.
Yes.
Anyway, what I wanted to see you about was Christine Frazer's APA. Did you mean to be so tough?
Well, I'm not happy with the performance, sir.
Fitzgerald wants to turn the clock back 50 years. He says abortion is killing and women who need one are guilty of murder. Well, what does he know? Has he ever been raped? Has he ever been told he's carrying a Down syndrome fetus?
Miss Hartley, I have a busy day. I don't have time for a seminar.
Look, if you let him anywhere
I
near the campus...
understand this talk was organised by the Christian Union, fellow students of yours.
Well, yes, it was.
Haven't they the right to hear who they want? If you've a problem with the speaker, I suggest you take it up with the college authorities.
They're liberals. They say they have to protect the freedom of speech.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
I'm only trying to protect him. You saw what happened to him at Cambridge. Fitzgerald's made a lot of women very angry. If you don't stop him speaking, there's quite a few students who'll do the job for you.
You're not suggesting positive discrimination.
You know I don't like jargon, Derek.
All right, I'll put it another way. We can't make allowances for the fact that she's a woman.
It's a problem, though. A lack of high-ranking women in the force. Question is, do we want her to remain at Sun Hill? If I got an appraisal like that, I'd be putting in for a transfer. What did she say to you?
Not much. Very frosty interview.
Defensive?
And on edge. Frankly, I think she's losing a bottle. You can't pick her up on anything, but she's off to her office for a sulk. You can't talk to her. She certainly won't take advice.
Well, we'll see. Yes, come in.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right, Frank. Come in. All right, Frank.
I just wondered whether you'd read my paper on the briefings.
Yes, we've just been talking about it. Excellent idea.
Well, I can't claim all the credit. Christine Frazer, she suggested it in the first place.
Even better. Well, it's good to see the two branches working so well together. Hey, Derek.
If there's a disturbance this lunchtime, we'll be down on you like a ton of bricks. That clear? Sergeant!
See what side you're on.
I'm not on any side.
People do get their knickers in a twist, don't they, Ma?
I understand exactly how she feels. So, we've got a problem.
Oh?
Looks like there's going to be trouble at the college.
College?
You know, the talk. I sent you a memo about it.
Did you?
The speaker's Robin Fitzgerald. Well, you know, the anti-abortionist, the one who's been causing all the fuss. You must have seen it in the papers.
There's nothing in the Telegraph sports pages.
That's it?
Oh, that. I thought that was just for information.
You mean you've got no one on standby?
No. Well, it's only a talk. What's the big deal? Anyway, it looks as though the principal doesn't think we're needed.
When Fitzgerald gave a talk in Cambridge last week, 8 people ended up in hospital.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you can handle it, Christine.
I've got my appraisal interview.
What are the odds?
So what? What's going on?
Fancy a flutter, Sarge?
It's the odds on Frazer gets put up for a board, Sarge.
Wouldn't bank on it, not the Ice Queen.
You were getting a bit of cold douche from her earlier, weren't you, Sarge?
Would you? Only trying to do what she told me.
Oh, don't tell me.
What?
Our dear Inspector.
Well, thank God she only has her APA once a year.
You'll all be sorry when she gets promoted.
Oh, that's a long way off. Conway's got it in for her.
So, what are you doing?
Leave it. This talk at the college, go down and see it's all right.
Oh, I might have known.
Really sure. But Christine Frazer is panicking and we don't want to take any chances.
I don't know. Students call themselves educated.
Go down to the campus and see what the principal says.
I thought the buzz was she didn't want us down there.
Tell her we received a threat. Right? We'll just find out how Fitzgerald's around and see if we can get him into the hole by a back route. I'll get some lads for you.
Isn't it a bit late for this, sir?
Don't talk to me about it.
Well, sir, I can give you Abel and Garfield immediately.
Good. 2 more will probably do it.
Are you sure that's enough?
We're not trying to take Tiananmen Square. This has got to be kept nice and quiet. No provocation.
Sir, at Cambridge,
This isn't Cambridge, Christine. The local college is hardly a radical hotbed.
Abortion may not mean very much to you, but there are a lot of people who feel very strongly about it.
I think we'd better leave personal feelings out of this, don't you?
Could I see the principal, please?
Hello?
Miss Pleasance?
I thought we agreed no police presence today.
Right, now this operation has been sprung on us all a bit sharpish. That's going to be tedious and we're understaffed, but it's got to be done. And this is the bloke we're talking about, Dr. Robin Fitzgerald. Seems a pretty unassuming sort of bloke, really. A bit religious. He's upset a load of bra burners in the college. He's giving a lunchtime talk to the Christian Union. It's your job to make sure it goes off peacefully.
Not a Greenham job, is it, sir?
It's just a few women's libbers, Abel. You should be able to manage that. Now, the name of the game is low-key, no strong-arm stuff. Now, we all know what that lot are like, don't we? One touch and they'll all be screaming molestation, understand? Come on, then.
The women's action group are harmless. Just a bit volatile sometimes. One thing guaranteed to set them off is the sight of a blue uniform. When I informed your inspector, female.
Frazer.
Yes. I said the best way to keep tempers down is to let our own men deal with security. In the absence of any response, I assume...
I can assure you that anything we do will be low profile.
May I remind you the police cannot set foot on campus without invitation?
Oh, I know, madam. But we think there's a possibility of violence after what happened at Cambridge.
What happened at Cambridge was a large number of police incensing the students by trying to move them on.
No, that won't be necessary this time. My chief inspector wants to bring Dr. Fitzgerald in through a back route.
Perhaps I ought to have a word with your chief inspector.
He'll only say what I'm saying.
I think I will, if you don't mind.
Yes?
Hello, sir.
Hello, Christine. Come in. Tea?
Please.
Do you take sugar?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, the new proposals for CID uniform briefings.
Oh, yes.
I didn't realise they were your idea.
Well, Frank did most of the donkey work.
Well, there's no need to be modest. Imagination is the secret of good management. Do sit down. So, your annual appraisal.
I told you not to take no for an answer.
She didn't want to lose control of the situation.
Yeah, woolly academics living in their ivory towers. Ah, hello, Miss Pleasance. Yes, I gather that... Oh, I see. 5 or 6 of us at the most. No. We'll use a side door or something. No, I wasn't thinking of an assault course. OK, then. No, thank you very much. Right, I'll see you there, then. Bye. What's the hassle?
Careers are tricky things, Christine. And everybody goes through a sticky patch sometime or other. Something doesn't click with the job or the people we're working with. Maybe your personal life gets in the way. The point is, it's not the end of the world.
I know that.
Look, I know how you must be feeling with an appraisal like that, but don't panic. Find out what the problem is and work hard at solving it.
What is the problem, sir?
In your case?
Well, that's what we're here to discuss, isn't it?
We'll bring around the rear side of the campus on this access road to this loading bay, which is secluded. Now, there are toilets here adjoining the room where he's due to speak. We can get him in through the windows.
Look, I'm not happy with that. I mean, all right, avoid the protest, but there's no need to turn this into an undercover operation. Why can't you just bring him in through the back door?
It's a long way from the hall, sir, and this corridor's got 2 or 3 outside doors.
Yeah, but it's well away from the front.
Yeah, but if we were seen, sir, the whole...
There's plenty of time. For goodness sake. It's only an undergraduate stunt.
All right then, Christine. What would you say were your faults?
Well, I find that question very difficult to answer. Well, I suppose I'm a perfectionist. I judge myself against the highest standards.
And do you always achieve them?
Obviously, Mr. Conway doesn't think that I do.
But what do you think, Christine? Do you agree with this claim that you're oversensitive to criticism?
I can take criticism, sir. It all depends who's dishing it out.
Meaning?
Well, it's hard to accept from people who don't always do a good job themselves. All right, sir. Since you've asked, the problem's Mr. Conway.
Madam Frazer should be getting a slap on the back. Or somewhere.
Amazing, isn't it? We're here sorting out one of her cock-ups. She's discussing a career move.
Yeah, Slag's convention. Who'd want to give any of them a baby?
Hello, girls. Is there a problem here?
Yeah. Do you want to change a nappy?
I'm being held back. OK, I don't always show initiative. That's because I'm not trusted to take it.
Are you saying that Derek can't delegate?
No, I'm not saying that, but I think there are areas of responsibility that are unclear. We'll take the lecture at the college this afternoon.
Personality clash is a two-way thing, Christine. Mr. Conway's not the only one marking you down at the moment.
If you mean the short training course...
Well, among us.
I reject the supervising officer's report in the strongest possible terms. I did not delay in giving an order, and I achieved the objective. What more did he want?
Why do you keep up this front, Christine? Why do you feel this need to prove yourself invincible? It really doesn't help, you know. You fool yourself and make yourself unpopular with everybody else.
Do you know how hard it is to be a woman inspector?
It's not just freedom of speech. It's making sure the event isn't messed up. I mean, what would you think if you'd been invited to give a talk and had to be smuggled in via a back lavatory?
I'd take a hint and cancel the talk.
Exactly. It doesn't look good for us if we can't guarantee people's liberties.
So this is just a PR exercise.
Look, Tom, if Christine Frazer hadn't dumped this on me at the last minute...
Here we are.
Dr. Fitzgerald? That's right. We'll take the unmarked car.
So, you think you're the victim of prejudice?
Look, when a woman joins the police force, she has to become one of the boys. Drink pints, twist arms, swear in the canteen. Either that, or you keep your distance. Ignore it when men call you names. Watch them get jealous as you work your way up.
Look, there are...
Speak out, and you collect enemies. Talk to a senior officer behind closed doors, and you might just as well be in bed with him. If I'd have done half the things I'm supposed to have done, I'd be exhausted by now. And all the time you're fighting for respect. Well, it's tiny things, remarks, looks that speak volumes. I have been touched, mauled, patronised, abused.
By the public.
And policemen. And the worst thing is they think it's a compliment. So you grow a hard skin. Keep your feelings to yourself. Pretend you've no interest in things like sewing or having kids. And in the end, you've got to check in the mirror to see if your femininity is intact.
I know, Christine, you're absolutely right.
What?
We have to find new ways of doing things in the force. A new awareness, not just macho shows of strength.
Yes, but how are you going to achieve that if women are giving up and resigning?
I'm sorry this is necessary, but it's for your own safety.
I understand.
Hey, it's him!
Get out! Step on!
Hello. Bet you haven't got a
What's her
girlfriend,
name?
have you?
Jeremy.
Apart
from anything
Hey, he's here! He's gone around the back! Come on! Come on,
Wait! Hey, come back! Come back!
This way, gentlemen.
Damn door doing
Respect, sir, this is not my chosen route. On the left, watch it.
You fascist!
Hey! Back here!
Go down! Get off me, you fascist! To the right! Get off me!
Take that side, take it.
Get off me!
You're an unusually talented and intelligent woman, Christine. You're also ambitious.
No more than...
Of course we need women like you in the higher ranks. But we can't make allowances.
Well, that's not what I'm asking for.
Isn't it?
No, I'm asking to be treated as... Haven't I made myself clear?
This self-assessment of yours,
Yes.
I don't think it's entirely honest. I don't think it's about you. Not yet, anyway. Maybe in 2 or 3 years' time, when you've had a bit more experience, a few more feathers in your cap. But you're not ready for Chief Inspector.
So you're endorsing Mr. Conway's report?
I can't recommend you for promotion.
I see.
I'm suggesting that you remain on your present duties for a further 12 months and we'll review the situation then. Do you want to make any comments in the space provided?
No, thank you, sir. I shall have to consider my future here.
Christine, don't do anything rash.
No.
Look, stay at Sunhill. Battle it out. If you've got any problems, it's an open door. You know that you can always rely on my full support.
Is that all, sir?
Yes, for the moment. Christine, thanks for being so frank.
Go on, in you go. Come on.
What, you agree to go?
Yeah. He's not pressing charges. You can count yourself lucky now. Go on out of it.
Where are they going? I thought they'd at least wait till Fitzgerald came in.
Nah, they just want to have a scream and shout, get it out of their systems.
Cheer up, Tom. You and the lads did well.
Yeah.
I told you we'd manage. You know, there's always this temptation to complicate things, but when it comes down to it...
Do you know how many people turned up to listen to him?
No.
5. All that for 5 Bible bashers.
What do you think I should do, Frank?
Well, I can't tell you, can I, Chrissy?
I'm asking for advice. Looks like I'm going to have to put in for a transfer now.
So what you really want?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, look, don't do anything too hasty. Could do yourself more damage than good.
Oh, they're also two-faced. All the charm in the world in front of you and behind your back, it's clubbed together and daggers drawn.
Yeah, well, Charlie Brown might be a lot of things, but vindictive he's not. You're giving him something to think about.
Like what?
Tearing Conway off a strip.
Oh, last nail in the coffin, I think. It's down to me or Derek now.
Look, you've either got Brownlow's respect or you haven't. Sit tight and see what happens. Things can change. They've okayed the joint briefings.
Yeah, was that you who said they were my idea?
Come on, get changed. I'll buy you a G&T.
Mum, that pregnant shoplifter.
What?
The store manager still hasn't turned up. Don't you think we should let her out of that detention room?